Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. These crowdfundings, these GoFundMes, these layaways on particular dream projects that, Super7 and Haslab do, man. You know what? It's a hot ass mess. We're paying close to $5, $6.50, all of this damn money for these actual plastic ass products that really don't do anything. After you either transform them, you set them down, you turn their head, you move this, you move that. You know what? Everything is for everybody, but I'm not willing to spend that type of money. It sets a precedent. The more you spend, the more you are willing to spend. If you're going to pay $500 for something, why not charge you $1,000 for something and see how fast I could get it? You know what? I'm not trying to actually fund somebody's retirement. I'm not trying to make somebody else rich. Man, at this particular point in time, I'm letting that shit go. Whoever want to fund these damn projects, they can. I was all on board with that Cat Slayer, man, until I really thought about it. And people were like, you're wrong as hell, Unc. You're wrong. You know what? You're wrong. I'm not wrong. Shit. I actually thought about it. I'm like, wait, hold on. That's what you're supposed to do. People come at you wrong, calling you broke because they can't convince you to spend your money. A lot of these people ain't gonna spend their money. They want to live through you while you make these crazy ass purchases. And you got to think twice about making all this crazy shit. You know what? As collectors, I said over and over again, we don't have a lot of space. Even if you got a giant ass basement, how long before it's full? We go through shit quick, man. As collectors, we buy and buy and buy. Now, Giant Man from Haslab has 9 days left. One thing about that to me that strikes me as odd is what, at like 60%, 55, 60%? None of the tiers, they ain't even made it there yet. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, this is not a dream project. Who really wanted this? And the Ultraman from AliExpress is $100 Canadian, and that's like 2.5 feet tall. Come on. How's this little toy from China any different from this toy from China? You get what I mean? I understand Giant Man has 91 points of articulation. I get it. But where in there is their $200 worth of toy at? If you made the $100 toy without all of that articulation, and it's still $100 and that's Canadian, man, it makes you stop and wonder what the hell you paying for, man. Any old way, these toys come from damn near the same sweatshop. So you sitting here just like the Jordans. They come from the same sweatshop as the authorized authentics. Unauthorized authentics. The same people that make some of the bootleg Jordans that, are not fakes are coming from the same damn plant. They just wasn't authorized. And, that's the thing that I'm looking at here, man. And this is what I'm talking to you about. Before we start spending all this damn money, we need to stop and think about it. I know you was like, Unc, you was talking about the His Tank and all of that. You know what it is, what it is. You can find all this shit on the secondhand market. Galactus right now. You can find Unicron right now. You can find all of this shit online, the Sentinel. And you are able to get good prices on this stuff. Why? Because you just could. And you just can. People are trying to unload this stuff right now, man. It's not always necessary to spend an arm and a leg on shit. Sometimes you just got to call it and be like, well, damn, I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know if I want to spend all this money. And again, these projects, they're good, but see, it's like you one and done. Like, okay, we take your money, we hold that shit hostage for a year. We don't give you updates. We don't tell you what the hell is happening. We don't give you videos to keep you unworried about your money. If I'm spending $500 and you haven't gave me no indications of what the progress is, and, now we're shading the project. We're shading the actual items now. Now we're adding the color apps. Let me know. If I gotta wait a year, with Cat Slayer, what? what was it, September, October that it was done and it be ready in October of next year. Fam, like I said, you sitting back waiting a year. I don't have time for that. See, that's the thing that I thought about I couldn't deal with. I want to be able to get my shit now, not a year later. You get what I mean? I don't know where I'd be a year later. I don't even know if I'd be alive. Hell, we don't know what's going on right now. And you know what? That ain't a horrible way of looking at it. Shit, a year, anything can happen. And this is what I'm thinking about. This is why half of this shit looks off, because it is off. And we're not calling spades spades. We're sitting back, really sitting back here just wondering like, okay, we can make the company more money and they could put out more projects. This is why a lot of Haslab, some of their projects that they put out, some of them don't make it because a lot of them, they're just money grabs. They're not even trying to get you to do shit. They're just money grabs. You want projects that actually gonna work. You get what I mean? You want shit that you can actually see. I'm sitting here thinking, man, I'm trying to make shit work. I'm trying to make as much as I can. You get what I mean? As I'm making this money, and I was like, I'm gonna save some money to do this and that. Now I'm looking at, why the hell would I save up to actually purchase this item and I'm not getting it right away? I hear people talking about these projects are not cheap to make up. Even though they got to do the actual mold, all the different molds of these. Then they got to do this and that and blah blah. You know what? You're doing the mold for one, and after that, this shit becomes mass production. I don't think you got to mold each particular item. I think you have to make the mold for one, and after you make that mold for one, that's when you gotta, go from there. This is why we're having so many damn issues, man. This is why we're having so many damn problems. These particular situations are not up for discussion for a lot of people. A lot of us look at them and we see other things happening. We see how shit is working and we really don't want to work with it. Right now, man, we should be working with a lot of every damn thing. Like I said, sometimes I have buyer's remorse. I don't want to have buyer's remorse for something that costs $650, $500, $400. Those are amounts, man, that you can see shit happening on other stuff. That's money that you can't get back too quick. I'm just saying, a lot of people like, hey, I could sell this item online and I can get this for the actual item. I could get this for the tiers. What happens when people don't want to pay those crazy ass prices? When Galactus finally hit the secondary market, a lot of people was looking at that, the Sentinel and Unicron. They were looking at them. And a lot of people didn't want to pay all those crazy ass prices because they were feeling some kind of way. They're like, this shit is too much. Why would I pay an arm and a damn leg to fix all this, man? It's just so much. You're looking at everything that's happening. Everything is costing. It's like pre-orders. Why should we do all this with pre-orders? And y'all looking at me crazy as hell with that too. Pre-orders is a whole nother thing, man. That's something that I look at right now and I just can't help but just say, wow, with the pre-orders, we waiting. Used to wait like 6 months at a time. Then things used to happen and, things used to wait and we have to wait again. But now people are listening because people got tired. People stopped putting that money out there. They stopped putting their money in these companies' hands. They start thinking about it. Say, look, I'm going to wait till the item hit the shelves. And now shit is hitting the shelves and people are picking it up. Man, look, I know we all have dreams and holy grails, but you know what? Those are big prices to pay on these items, man. Again, $500 and $600 for toys, man. That shit is kind of astronomical, man. I'm sitting here thinking, how long before they charge you $1,000 for a toy, and how many people gonna be on board? Oh, the Cobra Terror drone won't be $1,000 from Haslab or Super7. People be all in on it. I wouldn't. I'm at the point right now where as I actually thought about all this damn stuff, I said I'll collect some of the retro stuff and actually use it or go from there with things, man, because I don't want to pay an arm and a damn leg. I just don't have the money to spend on this, man. Like I said, why do other companies do what Haslab and Super7 do sometimes for cheaper? Some of these little knockoff companies, and you actually sit there and see a big ass toy sitting right there, and you be like, this was $100 from them, and this shit was $650 from them. You like, what the hell? You see? Dude, take your time, think about this stuff, make sure you making the right decision. Because shit, a lot of times you cannot get your money back, or you just can't back out. Man, like I said, you got to think about all this, man. Shit. Gotta live with this shit. But till later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.